They vanish without a trace, no notes, no signs, no goodbyes. These 5 real-life disappearances continue to haunt investigators and families alike. Are they victims, or did they choose to disappear? In the early hours of Christmas Day, 1945, a fire tore through the Sodder family home in Fayetteville, West Virginia. George and Jenny Sodder escaped the blaze with 4 of their 10 children. But 5 of their children seemingly vanished that night. Authorities claimed the children perished in the fire, but investigators found no remains, not a single bone. The fire hadn't burned long enough to destroy human remains entirely. Even more strange, the family's phone lines had been cut, a ladder normally propped against the house was missing, and a witness claimed to have seen a group of people throwing balls of fire onto the roof before the fire began. Over the years, reports surfaced of the missing children being seen alive, including a mysterious photograph mailed to the Sodders in 1967. Despite decades of searching and public speculation, the truth remains elusive. Were the children taken? Did someone want to silence George Sodder, a vocal critic of Mussolini, permanently? The mystery remains one of the most baffling unsolved disappearances in American history. On the night of May 14, 2008, 19-year-old Brandon Swanson was driving home from a party in western Minnesota when his car became stuck in a ditch. Around 2 a.m. he called his parents, sounding frustrated but calm. He believed he was near the town of Lynn. For nearly 47 minutes, his father stayed on the line as Brandon described his surroundings. Meanwhile, his parents drove through the dark countryside, desperately trying to find him, guided only by his voice and fragmented clues about his location. Then, suddenly, Brandon exclaimed, "Oh shit!" and the line went dead. No one ever heard from him again. His car was found near Taunton, miles away from where he thought he was. Despite extensive searches, no trace of Brandon has ever been found. No body. No clothing. No phone. Nothing. Many theories have surfaced. Did he fall into a river or encounter someone dangerous that night? Was it an accident, or did something more sinister happen? 17 years later, Brandon's disappearance remains a chilling mystery in the heart of the Midwest. In 1998, 23-year-old Amy Lynn Bradley vanished while vacationing with her family aboard a Royal Caribbean cruise ship near Curacao. The night before, she had been partying at the ship's nightclub with her brother and crew members. Around 5:30 a.m., her father saw her sleeping on the cabin balcony. By 6 a.m. she was gone. The ship's doors and gangways were monitored, but there was no record of her disembarking. Authorities initially suspected she fell overboard, but the ship was docked in calm waters, and Amy was a strong swimmer. Her family believes she was kidnapped. The FBI investigated possible links to human trafficking, but no concrete evidence has ever surfaced. Was Amy taken and forced into a life of captivity? Her case remains open and deeply disturbing. Lars Mittank was a 28-year-old German man, enjoying a summer getaway with friends in Varna, a lively coastal city on Bulgaria's Black Sea. Lars seemed to be having a great time, but things took a strange turn one evening. After his group got into a disagreement with some soccer fans at a bar, the tension escalated, and Lars ended up in a physical altercation. He walked away with a minor injury, a ruptured eardrum, and was advised by a doctor not to fly due to the pressure risks. With his friends scheduled to return home, Lars made the decision to stay behind and recover alone. That's when things began to unravel. He checked into a cheap hotel, where his behavior grew erratic. He called his mother, whispering that people were trying to kill him. Surveillance footage shows him pacing, hiding in elevators, and leaving the hotel abruptly. The next day, at the airport doctor's office, he became agitated and fled the building, leaving all of his belongings behind. CCTV captured his final known moments, running out of the airport, through a field, and into the forest. He was never seen again. Despite international efforts, no trace of Lars has been found. Was this a mental health crisis? Was he being followed? Or did something far more sinister occur? His unexplained vanishing continues to puzzle investigators and armchair detectives alike. On February 9, 2004, 21-year-old nursing student Maura Murray emailed her professors that she was taking time off due to a family emergency. But there was none. She then drove from Massachusetts into rural New Hampshire. Around 7:30 p.m. she crashed her car on a snow-covered road. A nearby resident called the police. When officers arrived just minutes later, Maura was gone, leaving behind her car, a box of wine, and a rag stuffed into her tailpipe. There were no footprints leading away from the scene. No signs of a struggle. Her phone and bank cards were never used again. Some believe she ran away to start a new life. Others suspect foul play. Internet communities have dissected every detail, proposing countless theories. Was she meeting someone, escaping something? Decades later, Maura's disappearance is still a cold case and one of the most discussed unsolved mysteries on the internet.